Hello, Graham from ArionGames here, and today I'm going to do a short primer on the basic rules of Advanced Fighting Fantasy. Well, it's going to be the first in a series, and 2 weeks ago we recorded our in-person big Advanced Fighting Fantasy game, and it was only really part of the way through that I thought, hang on, what we really need is a video for those new to the game. Now I know that many of you watching this will say yes, I know the rules, but of course not everyone does. It is a simple game, it is a straightforward game, but I think it's still good to have a video introduction to the rules. So here we have a character, a newly created adventurer using the rules straight out of the core rulebook. Our human adventurer has a skill of 14, a skill of 7, a stamina of 14 and a luck of 11. They're the three characteristics you have, the three statistics. All characters have these, and skill is how good you are at doing things, and it's how good you are at doing almost anything. In a way, it's a bit like the level of other games. So if you want to climb a wall, you roll 2d6, 2 dice, and you try and get under your skill score. If you try and shoot a bow at a target, not an enemy but a target, you roll 2 dice and try and get under your skill score. If you try and pick a lock, disarm a trap, jump over a chasm, just about anything physical or indeed mental runs off your skill. So the better your skill, the better you are at doing things. Your stamina is effectively your hit points. It's a relatively abstract measurement of hit points because it also measures fatigue and poison and tiredness and all sorts of other things. When you are hit in combat, you lose stamina points. When you are injured by a trap, you lose stamina points. If you don't eat, you lose stamina points. You can also gain stamina back by eating and by sleeping, as well as by magical healing. And then the third one is luck. So luck, you also roll 2 dice against to get and try and get underneath your value. So luck is used to avoid traps. Luck is used to avoid spells. So if our adventurer here is walking down a corridor and falls into a pit trap, or a pit trap opens up in front of her, she can roll 2 dice. If she gets an 11 or less, she is lucky. She doesn't fall in the pit trap. Okay. Equally, if an enemy casts a spell and it can be resisted, she makes a luck test. If you make a luck test though, your current luck goes down by 1, and that's whether you make it or fail. So if she's walking along a corridor and a pit trap opens up, she makes a luck test and she succeeds, she doesn't fall in the pit trap. So she works her way around it, she heads on along the corridor, and an enemy mage appears and casts a spell at her and she has to make another luck test. Because she's already made 1 luck test, her current luck is now 10. So she rolls again against 10 and she makes it again. So she resists the spell and she dispatches the mage. But her luck is now 9. And so your luck goes down. So every time you use it, you're less likely to make future tests. You are pushing your luck. And it is always possible to refuse to take a luck test. So an enemy mage appears, she thinks, can't be that bad, can it? I'll not even roll. She doesn't lose a luck point, but she counts as having failed. Okay, so they're the 3 characteristics, and they're the ones that every character has. And indeed, skill and stamina are the monster enemy characteristics too. A goblin has skill 5, stamina 5. Monsters don't have luck though. Now every character also has a range of special skills. So this character here has swords, awareness and climb with a value of 2. Armour, bows, healing, locks, sneaking, trap knowledge, world lore, city lore, religion lore and swim all at 1 point. What that means is if she then tries to climb a wall, she can add her climb special skill to her skill rating. So that'd be a total of 9, and she has to roll against 9 and try and get lower or equal than. If she's trying to do some first aid, she would add 1 to her 7. Now, she doesn't have any scores in hunting, for example. If she tries to hunt an animal, she can still do that, but she just rolls against straight skill. So special skills are good, they make you better at certain things, but not vastly better. There's no untrained skill penalty in this like there is in some games. And so she can try and do almost anything, but she's got certain things that she is slightly better at. Now she's got some equipment, she's got a sword, some leather armour, she's got a lantern and oil, she's got a backpack to hold her other things, and whatever treasure she might find. She's got a stamina potion. That restores her stamina to its full value. She's got 2 lots of provisions. Eating each set of provisions restores her stamina by 2. She's got 7 gold. She's got a sword and some leather armour that I'll talk about next time. But she's also got a talent, which you see just below the skill, stamina and luck boxes. So every character has a talent, and these distinguish the character from other similar characters. So there might be another warrior in the party who has skill 7, stamina 14. But this character has robust. Now normally you get 2 stamina back from eating, 4 from sleeping. With robust you get 3 from eating, 5 from sleeping. So you heal quicker when you eat and sleep. If you don't eat, you don't heal any quicker. If you don't sleep, you don't heal any quicker. And other characters might have strong arm, they do a bit more damage. Armor training, their armor's a bit more effective. They might have really good awareness, they might be very good at talking, they might, etc, etc. And there are magical ones, and there's quite a few in the book. And that is the character, and that is the basic rules. You roll 2d6, you try and get under your skill and special skill if applicable. If you don't have a special skill, you just roll under your straight skill rating. So it's really easy to play, and that is the basic game. Now in the next one, which I'll release in a couple of days, we will talk about combat. So combat, the basic rules, combat, magic, they're the key parts of the game. So we'll cover combat in the next one, magic in the one after that. Still very simple to do, but ever so slightly different rules. So we will come back to that in a few days, but if that's your introduction to Advanced Final Fantasy, you can see that I've explained pretty much half the basic rules in a little over 7 minutes. So until next time, good gaming.